I've got a lot of relationships, people I grew up with, people that I've represented for the last 15 years, and a number of them are union members or from union families. So, whereas I've worked on a lot of legislation that I never would have had the support of labor on, but I thought was a good an issue that needed to be addressed, like second injury fund or things that we've done in workers' compensation. So those relationships have never gotten in the way of me doing my job, and they won't in this case. But it's not been one that I've been excited to take on, and it's for a couple of different reasons. One is I believe that there's a reason for the formation of unions. There were, people back in the 1900s that exploited workers, and those people needed a voice, and the unions helped provide really the impetus for an improvement in working conditions that we all enjoy. And and I'm appreciative of that, because I know that I am the beneficiary of many of the laws that are in place that they advocated for. I also look at the state of Missouri and this, competition that we have both with other states and really internationally to try to lure companies to Missouri, to help those who are in Missouri grow, and to help people who are looking at the cost of doing business in other states, but they're located here, and give them reasons to stay here. Okay, and there are projects that Missouri has, I believe, lost out on, and sometimes, the very first question asked was, are we a right-to-work state? And so we've been disqualified from those projects. But there are also other issues related to our the level of taxation in the state of Missouri, our legal climate. I think we've got one of the worst legal climates in the country. The regulatory hurdles that someone has to cross over in order to make investment. Having an educated workforce. These are other variables like right to work that I hear about. And with a Democrat governor and the numbers that I saw in the House and where I believe we are in the Senate, I think we could possibly pass the right to work bill. But I don't think in any way, shape, or form we'd be able to override a governor's veto. I come in at this from a couple of different directions. One as the senator for the 23rd District, and one as the president of the Senate, and one as kind of one of the heads of the Republican Party in the Senate. As far as Tom Dempsey, the senator from the 23rd District, I haven't decided how I would vote on right to work. As the one of the Republican leaders in the Missouri Senate, and you heard this on Thursday. Well, you didn't necessarily hear this on Thursday, but I've said it before that when I was running for majority leader in the House, when I was running for leadership in the Senate, Republicans represent the entire outstate Missouri, and regardless of where you are, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, south central, almost to a person they support right to work. And I've not been someone who's been an unabashed supporter of right to work. So in conversations I would have with them in their districts, I said, listen, I know this issue is important for you, and it's a tough one for me, but I won't use my position to block something you care about. And as far as the Senate president position meant that there would be a committee that would be able to seriously consider it and potentially move it forward out of committee. And then ultimately it would mean that I would be willing to place it on the calendar for consideration by the body on the floor of the Senate. And so I'm committed to doing both of those things. And then, as the Senate president, there's a lot of stuff we want to get done this year. Things that are important, like the student transfer bill that we're working on this week. I don't want to blow this place up, which I think we all recognize it would take a PQ to get to a vote on that issue, on something that, and this is my opinion, that I have serious doubts about its ability to get done this year.